Now to a story you'll only see right here on CBS 7. The City of Midland is looking to dismiss a motion made by the 5 Midland Christian educators that claims city officials knew the educators were falsely arrested. CBS 7's Tyler Poglich met with the attorney and educators earlier today and has the story. Tyler?
Yeah, Mary Kate, you'll remember that 5 Midland Christian school employees were arrested by the Midland Police Department back in February of 2022 for failure to report an incident with the intent to conceal, neglect, or abuse. Now, the educators speak out in their first sit-down interview since the arrest almost 2 years ago about how they hope to have their day in court against Midland city officials.
We are seeking justice. And we are seeking to air out in the most public forum possible before citizens of Midland how our clients' lives were absolutely ruined and derailed for doing nothing other than performing their jobs as educators.
After a grand jury in Midland decided there was not enough evidence to support going to trial, the 5 educators filed a lawsuit against the city and arresting officers. In December, the prosecution for the educators amended one of its complaints to the city, naming the city manager, the mayor, the chief of police, and the district attorney, but not as individual defendants. However, those officials were added because they allegedly approved of the arrests. Now, the city has filed a motion to dismiss that addition.
The new information contained in the second amended complaint first details the facts behind the wrongful arrest for 3 of our clients who were arrested for a second time in November of 2022 after they filed the present litigation. And frankly, those arrests were completely concocted as retaliation for the present lawsuit.
Dana Ellis and Jarrett Lee were 2 of the 5 arrested back in February of 2022 and 2 of the 3 that were arrested a second time later that year.
So it's hard to put into a few words what it has done, but it has absolutely destroyed my career and the careers of 4 other exceptional educators.
So my kids were in high school when this happened, and as devastating as it was for me as a mom to watch them have to walk through this was equally as devastating. But on the same note, I loved the 800 kids that I was the principal for, like they were mine. So watching those 800 babies have to also walk through this was just as devastating.
Both Ellis and Lee have been in Midland Christian family for several decades now. Both Lee and Ellis graduated from MC and came back because for them, it was home. But since the arrest almost 2 years ago to the date, the 5 educators who were once Midland Christian educators have not stepped back into a classroom, and in Ellis's case, moved from Midland altogether.
I had to get my children in an environment where they felt safe and they trusted the people around them. And unfortunately for us, that was no longer Midland.
My father was the superintendent there for 33 years. And so it was my life work. And many teachers will tell you that it's not just a job, it's a mission. It's a ministry. This absolutely obliterated not only my career, but my ministry.
The prosecution says both arrests were made despite a lack of evidence, which created a narrative in the community that was false. And the educators hope to see their names clear and better work done by the city in future cases.
In that truth, we hope that people will see that we are good educators, loving people that care for kids, and that this was done so wrongly to us.
We did reach out to the City of Midland to get a statement, but they declined to comment on pending litigation. We'll, of course, keep you updated as more information comes together on this. Reporting for CBS 7 First Alert News, I'm Tyler Poglich.